Hi, I'm Link, and welcome to Link Life Money. As you can probably tell by my voice, I'm not feeling 100%. I am feeling a bit sick. I did a lawn cutting video yesterday, and I really wanted to fertilize my grass on my parents' lawn today, but I couldn't because of the rain. And I did not want to go out in the cold while I am not feeling well and potentially get pneumonia. You can actually see I just had a warm bath, and you can see the wrinkles on my hands. But my mom, she actually called me before I came over today because she knew that I wanted to fertilize the lawn, and she told me a story that her grandpa was on a horse at I think age 28, and he was outside without a shirt, and that's how he ended up getting pneumonia and unfortunately passing away just a couple months before his daughter was born. So that was definitely a heartbreaking story. So I want to play it safe. I really want to fertilize the lawn, but ultimately, health is definitely the most important thing. Now, I also wanted to make this video because I have this huge, gigantic zit right here. You can see it better on 4K. It's not recording 4K because it's the selfie cam. But I do have other acnes too that you likely see. And the reason why I bring that up is because I think that it's cool I'm doing this video even though I have acne. And the reason why I think it's cool is because when I was in junior high, there was this girl that, let's just for privacy reasons, let's just say that her name is Mary. So there's a girl named Mary that was in my class, and we were in a language arts class, and she was going to present. And she went up to the front of the class. She was the first presenter. She sat on a table and facing the class, and I was at the very back of the class, and I remember her sitting up on the table, and she was on the table ready to present. Her feet were on the chair of the table, and she was about to present, and all of a sudden her eyes rolled to the back of her head, and she flipped right over and landed on the floor. Just flipped over and went onto the floor. And I remember standing up, and I remember seeing her turn blue. And I was thinking, I have no idea how to help her. I don't have any medical training, but I can run and get her help. So that's what I did. I ran as fast as I could to the office. I ran right through the library. I remember the librarian at the time said no running, but I just ignored it and just kept running. And I said, you need to call 911 to the office. This is the situation. And then on my way back, one of the phys ed teachers I saw, and I said to them what had happened. So that person, as well as another person, were able to perform CPR. And thankfully, at that time, Mary was okay. Now, jumping forward to high school, yeah, I had acne. I had acne in junior high. I had acne in high school, and I was very, 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 very self-conscious of it. I had a hoodie. I remember I had a blue hoodie, and it had like a higher neckline, and I used to always hide my face like that in it because I was so scared and embarrassed about having acne. And unfortunately, I tried every single type of product you could imagine, bought every kind of acne thing, and nothing would work. And I was really, really, really self-conscious about it to the point that it affected me and my social interaction with people. So one day I was going to school, and this girl walks by, and it was Mary, and my mom says, "Oh, that's a really pretty girl." And I said, "Yeah, that's Mary. She's really nice. I know her." Oh, I'm sorry. Just not feeling good. But I waited for her to walk by. So I waited for her to walk by because I had acne again that day, and I was embarrassed. I didn't feel comfortable talking with her. So I waited for her to go by, and then I walked to school, and she was way ahead of me, and didn't see me, and I didn't talk with her at all. Well, unfortunately, that day during lunch hour, she collapsed again, and this time, unfortunately, she didn't make it. She ended up passing away. And I remember going home and saying to my mom, "Remember Mary that walked by, that you said, hey, that's such a beautiful girl?" And she said, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, she passed away today." And my mom was like just in shock. She's like, "No way. No way. Like how could that have happened? Like that's just so horrible." And I always remember that because moving forward from that day, I had wished that I would have gotten the chance to speak with her, which I did have the chance to speak with her, but I was just too embarrassed to do that because of my acne. So, even when I was younger and now I still have acne, but thinking back to that moment rather than excusing myself from certain social situations, I try to always be engaged and still participate in social situations, whether I have acne or not. So hopefully that helps with people that have self-conscious or low self-esteem and are hesitant about doing something or going out. Hopefully that you're able to somehow overcome that, but definitely I know that it's way easier said than done, and I know that's not always the case for me. Sometimes I really just want to stay in if my face is covered in acne, but I try to remember that story and to push forward and to keep living life to the fullest.